Hi, my name is CJ Fisher, and I am currently the librarian at Shuxla Middle School here in Bellingham, Washington. And this is my final year as a graduate student at Central. So I got my teaching certificate at Western after I had earned an English degree from Whitman College. And after doing national boards and being in the field for about 15 years, I decided that going down the library path would be a great way to invigorate my career and just uplift some of the learning and just capitalize on some of the passions that I have. So I've been at Shuxla my entire career. It is a middle school where we have some really great opportunities. So one of those things is we have 40% of our students are white, 30% of them are Hispanic, and the majority of students, as measured by Smarter Balance data, are not meeting standard in math or ELA. So as a team, we're really trying to figure that out and exploring how race plays into that. So this course, I'm hoping, will shed some light into that, and how can we, as a majority of a white staff, really impact the learning and understanding of where our students of color are coming from. My greatest concern about the course specifically is probably the time element, just in terms of being a full-time working mom and all that it means to have kids that are 12 and 9, and then also just to be doing my job well and to add the important work that this is asking of us. That is a burden that I feel. But I also I'm looking at my notes. I also wonder how my whiteness can really limit my effectiveness as a teacher. And so I'll share some pictures of my office, but it's really clear that I've grown up in a segregated family, that we didn't grow up with a lot of friends that were of color. I look at my books, and most of them really showcase a European mindset, and I'm just wondering how that limits my effectiveness. I also am looking at this data, and I'm looking here. A single factor, I do think that race is the single most important factor that affects our students' learning, because race is going to impact their economic possibility. It will impact their socioeconomic status, their linguistic background. So much of their reality is just rooted in their race and who they are. So I look at that graph and I see, when Black students are working with white students, they're learning how to speak that white language and then could do better on the tests. And so I'm wondering, how do we make those tests more applicable to kids of color? Instead of it being a white centric test, could it be a cultural test that is more relevant for them, and thereby would they do better? So thanks for listening. Looking forward to learning with you, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks. Bye-bye.